asking a question, please state your name and publication and keep your question as short as possible so we can get to as many.
We're now on offense against the virus. The vaccines we are distributing are going to save lives. This week, we have allocated more doses of the Pfizer vaccine, approximately 2 million more doses, for states and other jurisdictions to order. On top of that, we've allocated 5.9 million doses of the Moderna vaccine. I look forward to receiving this vaccine myself in the coming days as part of our efforts to demonstrate to Americans that these vaccines are safe and incredibly effective at preventing COVID-19.
Monoclonal antibodies. I was just wondering, you mentioned, and on your website it mentions number.
So, team, last week we had a strong week, finishing the distribution of 2.9 million out of Pfizer, and this week we're heading into a big week at 7.9 million total Moderna and Pfizer vaccines being distributed. As the Secretary highlighted, for Moderna, the 5.9 million that's going out to over 3,400 locations, and then the additional 2.1 million for Pfizer going out to another 1,000 locations. So over 4,000 locations will be receiving vaccines between today and tomorrow. And then we continue to order on a repetitive basis. So I see vaccines being delivered again on Wednesday and Thursday. And if needed, and if required, and if asked for by the states, industry is ready to go in delivery on Christmas Day, really to lean forward and make sure that everybody has access to the vaccine accordingly.
Next year that there would be 300 million doses available, but would there be a time?
I'm sure you are all very attentive to the situation in the UK and the description of the particular variant virus. I had conversations this morning with my UK counterpart. I think scientifically, to date, there is no hard evidence that this virus is actually more transmissible. There is clear evidence that there is more of it in the population, and whether it's due to a higher capacity to transmit or whether it's due to the fact that we now are able to sequence all the time and see the virus, while when it was seeding the population in the southeast of the UK, we were not, or they were not looking for this particular variant. So it may be just seeding happened in the shadows, and we're seeing now a surge, or maybe it has a higher transmissibility. What's clear, it's not more pathogenic. And what's also ongoing is studies both in the UK and here at the NIH, where we're trying to isolate a virus that's a particular setup that allows for rapid neutralization of the virus, to assess that indeed serum and antibodies raised by the vaccines are able to neutralize this virus, which is very likely the expected outcome, and also whether some of the monoclonal antibodies that Mr. Secretary just spoke about as two approved medicines here in the US are still effective against this variant.
Hi, thanks for taking my question. This question is for General Perna on logistics. Are there any lessons learned